Hi you guys. Okay, I'm going to try a different way of filming this to see if this works a little bit better so you could actually see my little pencil here. Okay, so alright, I'm going to show you guys how to do this template right here, which is a really kind of a detailed template, as you can see here. So the way we're going to do it, let me show you how we're going to start off. So I gave you guys two templates, a black and white one and an inverted one. I'm just going to use the regular black and white one. Okay, so the way that you're gonna do it is just grab your template, and it should fit perfectly on your screen here. The way that you do it though, just so that you know, is you would go here, select a paper, make it 4,000 by 4,000, then you would go into your gallery where you saved your photo. Oh, sorry, grab your little wrench here and just go add and go insert a photo, and then you have to save the picture to your camera roll so that you can insert it, and then that's how you get it onto your actual piece of paper. Okay, so hope that that's clear for you. Just it's very easy. Just get it. Make sure that when you guys download your pictures, just to put them in your camera roll. That way you can just add a photo, and then your template will just go right on there. Hopefully that made some sense to you. If not, you'll figure out how to get it on there. If you have any questions, just ask me. It shouldn't be a problem. You should understand that part by now. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your layer here and hit N and get it kind of light enough to where it's good enough for you to see it, but not be in your way so that it obstructs your view. Alright, so then the next thing you're going to do is create a new layer, okay, so that your colors are separate from your layer. Then you're going to go over here to your canvas, and you want to go to your drawing guide, edit your drawing guide, and make sure your symmetry is selected, your radial and your rotational and your assisted. Just make sure that all these three are on. Okay, and then you just hit done like so, and you've got your thing all ready to go. Okay, now what you want to do is you're gonna get up in here like so. Now I gave you a palette of colors here to start, and it'll say .9 on it, okay? And we're just going to begin. Now I'm not sure where I'm going to put these colors yet, because these are the kind of colors I just sort of figured would be good in a palette. So I'm just going to kind of wing this. I have not designed it yet, so hopefully it's going to come out the way I want it to. So I'm going to put the dot here right in the middle, and I'm just going to try to make it kind of fit. And so this one here looks like it was about a 10, okay, if you can see how I put that dot in there. Okay, hopefully it's close enough for you to see. I'll make them bigger so that way you can see it on the camera. Okay, now let's go down and create another dot of line colors here. So let's go in and grab a let's see, blue. Let's do a let's try these dark purple dots. Okay, and oh, that worked perfectly. Okay, so put your purple dots in here, and I had this one set at 4. And then let's see, we got a purple, and then let's maybe do a little lighter purple on the outside. Let's just go maybe a little bit bigger on that one. There you go. I just kind of fudged it a little bit here and made them a little bit bigger. I should probably make them, it's about a 5, I guess. Yeah, I put about a 5 in there. And you can tell my drawing was a little off. I'm not really centered in the middle here, so just kind of, you know, put them in the middle there. The reason why is because I think I used the ring. You know, I think when I drew the template that I used this ring. Let me see. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. So you can either try to see if you can fit that ring in there like that. Let's see, I have it set to about a 10. Okay, that's too small. Let's try 14. 14 or a 15. See, this one's kind of a hassle. So you can set it at about a 15 if you want and just get your dots in there. Okay, or you can just set them individually, however you prefer. Okay. Now let's go in and maybe grab this purple here, this little lighter color purple. Now let's make the dot, go into your dot stamp, use this dot stamp 1. I like the dot stamp 1 because it looks a little bit more natural. And then let's kind of make it a little smaller so it'll fit in the middle. And just kind of place it in the middle. So you can, I'm going to create kind of like a little graduated look of the dots pattern, see? See, and give it a little highlight like that. And maybe you want to add a little highlight in the middle there. And we can also do that with the blue too. Maybe you can grab like one of the lighter blues and see if you can put a lighter blue in the middle. And then grab your lightest blue and then put a dot like that. Okay. And remember, anytime you want to check your work, you hit your layer button, go to your background, and just click black. And then go to your layer and erase the button that's there. And then if you go out, you can kind of see, you know, how it's looking and if you like it now. If you want, you could put like little white dots along these edges here, you know, so it just kind of depends on, you know, what you want to do with it. I'm just giving you a little sample of how to, you know, your base to work with. After that, you can kind of play around with the template as you want to. So let's go back here to our background, change it back to white, and put our assisted back on. So now we can see what we're doing now. Okay, so I've got some blue and some purple going here. So let's try putting some blue dots in the middle. Let's see how that looks. Let's grab the blue and go make sure I'm on the dot stamp. And oh, that worked out really good. And then let's do another blue stamp. Oh, there we go. All right, and then how about, let's grab a dark purple. Okay, and let's see what size those are. That's, let me see, I know my hand's in the way here. Let's try a 3. Yeah, take a 3 and just follow these dots along as best as you can along the side. Okay, and then I think maybe we'll use maybe the lighter one for the inside. What do you think? Like I'm saying, I haven't tried these colors at all on anything, so I'm just kind of hoping it'll work out. Okay, and then let's go and take the medium blue and put a little medium blue in there, and let's take a lighter blue and maybe a white. Let's grab a white. I'll put a white in your palette too, okay? And then let's maybe give a little highlight of a white on there just to give it a little oomph. I mean, this is so detailed that I think that it should have a little bit more of the dots, you know, inside the middle like that to keep it so that it's really nice and detailed. When we're all done, we'll even add more details to this one probably. Okay, so now I think what we need to do is we need to bring in a complementary color. So let's try some of these oranges. Let me see if we're going to put a dark base in. Let's see. I'm going to try something here. I can always, if I don't like it, I can always, now see how I kept double stamping it to make sure it was dark. Now I'm going to grab the this lighter color here, and I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm going to kind of place it in the middle. And I like to do that graduated effect. I think it looks kind of cool. Alright, and then I'm going to put in an orange. Actually, I'm going to make it like that. Okay, so if that made any sense to you, hopefully it did. Okay, and then if we want, we can even, maybe we can grab a little bit lighter of an orange and then just kind of give it a little accent in the middle. Hi kitty, what's up? My cat came over here to visit me. Okay, so now we've got a little accent color. Alright, and like I say, I like to kind of just check it out every now and then just to see how it's going. And just get rid of that. Just to see if I like the complementary color. See how that looks really good, doesn't it? So you want to kind of... and it's fun to check out your progress, and it makes you like excited about your project going, yeah, this looks cool. Okay, so now let's go back and you hit your layer, make your background back to white again, go back to your layer and turn your assist back on so you can see where you're at. Okay, so we've got some oranges going. Now maybe we should get the blues again. Let's see here, what kind of palettes do we got? We got purples in and we got blues, so let's try the dark blue. And with the dark blue, now you can just, you know, obviously make your color palette whatever you want, and I'm just winging this one and coming up with this kind of a color palette. Okay, and so this size here is about a 4. Okay, and I'm doing it on making sure that I did everything that so that they match, and they do. So there's no more of this pattern, so that one's good. And maybe, let's see, so when you work on them, you got to decide, do you want to work around this way or do you want to work up, you know, so you got to kind of figure it out. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to put some blue dots in here since they looked about that same size. I didn't have to change my pen at all. Okay, so I just went around with the blue with that same size, and this one looks like it's a little smaller, so let's make the blue a little smaller and fit these blue in here and come up, and it looks like I went up here. Okay, make sure that you do them all the way around so everything matches. You just check your work just to make sure that on that pattern that you that it's symmetrical, you know, that you got all the areas so that everything matches. And then let's go and do these ones. Okay, so let's do 2 in that same size over here. Okay, and then now let's make it a little smaller. Bring it to like a 2, and then take the number 2 and then just go up all the way with that number 2. There we go. And then that filled in that little pattern. See? So that was really cool. Alright. And just to keep it different, I guess, we can add, let's make this one purple. So let's grab our purple, and we can either go, let's do this purple, I guess. And I'm going to put this purple in. I can use the same size I was using, so I didn't have to change my pen. Okay, so see how I did that one? Okay, so then now that went all the way around, so we're good. Now let's bring in some more of these orange accents. Let's grab maybe let's try this orange this time. Okay, that was pretty close. That was, let's see, what is this? This is about a 5, I think. Maybe a 6. Oh, no, that's too big. A 4? Yeah, look, that looks like it was about a 4. So I put that in there, and then let's do, let's see, we have a blue one over here. So let's do, while we have our orange, let's give this one, looks like it's about a 3. So on the blue we'll give it orange dots, and on the orange we'll give it blue dots. That would be cool. Let's do it opposite. So let's come back and grab our blue over here, and let's put the blue dots over the orange. Okay, so let's make this a little smaller, about a 2. And so, you understand? So the ones, we're kind of doing the opposite. So the orange ones will have the blue dots, and this orange one here, let's see, the blue will have orange dots. So we need orange dots. That was a little confusing, huh? So let's put an orange dot in the middle of the blue here, huh? Maybe I'll make it a little smaller. Okay, and I just put a little dot of orange inside there. I don't know. We can go back and do the details after, I guess. I just took it out, so hope I'm not confusing you too much. I mean, like I said, I didn't draw this out. I'm just kind of playing with it here. Okay, now let's do some purples. So let's grab the second purple and put in some purples. Okay, so we got purple going. And then around here, let's see, let me see how it looks so I can figure out what kind of color would be nice. Let's see, so that looks pretty good. Ooh, the orange and the purple look really good against each other, don't they? I really like the way that looks. So, okay, so that's coming out pretty good. So let's get rid of that, go back to where we were. All right. I think what we need is let's make these orange. So let's go back to our orange. Let's grab our brightest orange. And let's take the brightest orange, and I think that with that dot there might be about a 2. Yeah, it's a 2. So grab a 2 and go around these dots with the 2. Alright, so now we got those going. That looks really good. Oh, I forgot a purple here. That happens. This is a pretty complicated pattern, so. Alright, now coming up this way, let's grab some purple. Let's grab the dark purple. And let's go about a 3, I think. Yeah, that's a 3. So let's do a 3 on each side here. Make sure we got all the sides going. Okay, the big sides. Make sure you get them all so that they go all the way around. So you don't forget any. Okay. Then now, let's go up, or let's bring it down one size to a 2 now, and then do these all the way up, and then do these ones down the sides. So these are the blue ones coming up, right? Even I'm getting confused here. Okay, so we've got the blue ones. The ones with the blue little hoops have the purple on the top. Okay, these are the purples. I think I'm gonna, no, let's go with the purple. So let's grab, this is the dark purple, so grab the dark purple, and then let's continue up on the dark purple here. That way we kind of have some symmetry going. Alright, and then let's grab an orange, the brightest one, for this one here. And this is probably going to be maybe a 5. Yeah, so put a 5 in here. Okay, so we got those ones going. Alright. Now, we need to have a line coming around here. I wonder if we want to put any white in. Let's go look and see. I want to take a look again, just to see. That looks so good. I just love the way those colors look. I think we need some more light blue in here. The dark blue and light blue situation. So let's come back over in here and hit our guide. Okay, so let's do some dark blue and light blue. I'm sorry, but I should have figured, I mean, like I say, I didn't draw this out, so I'm just kind of, okay, here's our dark blue. Let's take our dark blue here. Looks like it's a 6. Yeah, it's a 6. So we'll make it a 6. And then let's grab our lightest blue, or not our lightest blue, but maybe like the third one over, and make it like a 4. And now make it a 3. And just kind of put a little dot in the middle. There we go, just to give it some brightness here. And now let's take make it a 2. And let's go with the blue along this sides of this brush. Right like this. So we have the blue. We'll have some light going. You know, the light color. This one's a little harder. It's hard to see it. But just dot them in. Okay. Now let's do let's grab the darkest. Okay, let's do the second over purple. Okay, and let's do this dot here, which is going to be about a 4 maybe. Yeah, it's about a 4. So grab a 4, and this is for this pattern. Looks like this dot here, I made this one bigger for some reason. So let's change it up since it's bigger. So it looks like we only have to do one of those dots in the purple. But let's bring this design all the way across. So let's take, so this was a 4, right? So let's go now and make it a 3 on each side. Okay, and then make it, let's see, is that a 3? Another 3. And another 3. I don't know, another 3 and another 3. And a 4. You see, this is it gets a little confusing, but you just kind of play around and work with it. This is a complicated design. I don't even know how I drew this. I just kind of... Okay, so now let's do... okay, so that is kind of like the outside of this one, which is going to be that purple. And then we could take a, yeah, okay, then let's do them all the same just to make it not so confusing. I'm already confused, and it's my own drawing. So let's grab that purple here, and this looks like I had this one up here, and I'm just kind of, this one should be a little smaller, so take your, see how easy it is if you make a mistake? So I'm just going to come down a little bit further here. And this is a 3. No, looks like it was a 2. And I'm going to come down. No, it looks, I guess it was a 3. I mean, it's close enough for government work, right? And then I'm going to go a little bit bigger. A 4 maybe. And then looks like that's the next one's a 5. Okay, so just try to get close enough. And because I'm so silly and didn't go all the way across, I obviously have to do that again. I'm sorry, you know, I'm just kind of winging this. But that's how these dot paintings go, you know. You never really... see how I'm going over those dots there just to kind of make them even. So do the same thing. Just try to get your dots nice and even. See how I did that? So just kind of follow along. Okay, let's take this same one. This was a 4, and let's put them in the middle. So you have a dot on each of the middle of those purples. Now it's getting a little bit so we can understand our design a little bit. I got a little lost during that part there. Okay, now for this part that comes across, if we're going to have purple going that way, maybe we want to change up this middle section and do that in the blue. So let's grab the dark blue, and I think that's probably going to be a 6. I think. Yeah, no, a 5. So make it a 5, and let's go across 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do the same thing on the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I went off a little bit on that one. 5. Okay, now let's make it smaller. Looks like about a 3. And then, now see how I'm kind of fudging the way I drew it a little bit. I think when I drew the template, it was a little off. But that's okay. I mean, it all works out. So just put in your dots here and your dots here, and let's just take a look. But you see how I go back and forth from looking at it? It really helps because it lets you see, look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? That just looks just so pretty to me. Okay, now I can kind of see it and see, oh wow, okay, what do I need more of? I could see I need some more orange. So let's figure out where I want to put some orange, okay? So I'm going to come over here, and I am going to go back and in some orange. Now I can actually see, I noticed I didn't put a dot inside here. I think I will. Let's grab a dot stamp and let's make it about so big, and let's grab the bright orange. Let's make it a two-step orange. So let's grab the second one over and just put a dot in the middle there, and then let's grab the brightest one and put the brightest one in the middle. Okay, I made it kind of big because I like the brighter color. I think looks good. And let's do the same thing here. Since we have that same pen, you don't need to change it. Just put those dots there, and then let's do another orange. Make this one bigger. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's get the brown. Let's get the dark brown and put the dots here, and then let's take the bright orange and bring it down to about a 3 and put a dot in the middle. Okay. Now let's figure the end. Now there's two ways we can do this. When we have our dot brush, you see you could just kind of go like this if you want and just draw a line across. As you can see, if you go back into your picture, you can see here, when you take the drawing assist off, you see you can just go ahead and you can actually draw a line if you want. And you can, I mean, I didn't, you can see I went off here. But you can do it that way, or you can turn on your assist again, turn off your color, and turn your thing on so you can see what's going on. And then what you can do is, let me go back up. Okay, another way you can do that is just by going in with your dots. If you want to just be like extremely accurate, go up to, looks like it's a, let's see, a 4. And you go in here with the 4 and just go across, and it's not that much of a difficult of a chore. It's a little bit more accurate if you do the dots individually. Plus, it's a lot funner. It's a lot more soothing too. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on with my dots on the 4. But like I said, you can just use the round brush tool that I gave you too, and you can just, go across like this. Okay. Alright, so now we got an orange going across. Now let's grab some purples, my favorite color, and let's go up to about a 6. No, that's a 9. No, maybe a 10. Looks like a 10%. Looks like a 10% on the purple. Okay, so I did a purple, and I think what I'll do is let's change and take the lightest purple and make it a 2, and let's put the lighter purple in the middle. Oh, that's too small. Yeah, there you go. See, just find a size that works. This one happened to be like a 5, I think. Yeah, 5 or 6. So just go ahead and put your lighter purple in the middle, and then if you want, you can even use that same dot and light it up on these. Highlight these. You can even go a little lighter if you want by taking your white, making it a little smaller. And like I said, you can go back and put dots on any of these as we want later. We can go back in and do details or whatever. I just did it like that. I might take them out later. I usually will wait for the details till the end, but it's up to you how you want to do your details. Let's go back in here, and while we have our, let's grab our the second to the darkest purple, and oh, we already did those light blue. Let me check that out really quick. Those are light blue. These dots. I was just checking out these dots here. Those are fine, I guess. I was just trying to see if I liked them with the dark blue or not. Okay, so let's go back here and grab a, what do I want to do with these? Let's make these graduated in color with dark blues, like you know, making them go from dark to light, like a graduated kind of a thing. So let's come over here and make this a 5, I think. Yeah, take these and make this a 5. Yeah, just that should be maybe be a 6. Let me see. Yeah, make those a 6, okay? So I'm going to erase those. Okay, so make these a 6 and dot all the way around. Now I know when I drew this I used that ring for this, so you can also just take the ring and put the ring, you know, use the ring tool. I prefer just to do it step by step, but when I draw them it's easier for me just to use the ring tool because then I get a more of a perfect circle. You know what I mean? So now let's come down here and grab the next color blue, and we're going to go down to a 4, I think. Yeah, go down to a 4 and let's do these dots. Just center them as best as you can, you know. And then grab the next color, blue, and let's go down to a 3 and put these dots in. It gets harder with these to see them, so if you need to make them bigger like this to see it, just make it as big as you can. That's what's so great about this app. You know, you can get really good detail just by getting a little closer. It's not like, you know, you can get as big as you want, you know, to make it easier on yourself. Okay, let's grab the second to the lightest color now and make it a 2. No, it still looks like it's a 3. So let's grab a 3 with the lighter color and put the 3 in here. Okay, now for the middle, okay, let me look at the color wheel. If you want to look at the color wheel, and we grab our blue and we look at the color wheel, we could do an orange in the middle because it's complementary, or we can use a purple. So we could kind of pick either one. Either one of these on the color wheel you could see with our blue. We you know, is right here. We've got our orange, which are complementary. We've got, you know, our purples, which are complementary. And I didn't use a turquoise. I mean, I could bring a turquoise into the palette. I don't know if I want to though. Let me see. See, this is how I actually work when I'm choosing colors to see. Let me go in and I look at it and decide, do I want to bring a new color in or not? So let's go and look and see. Do I want to bring a new turquoise in? I mean, I could. But then now we're just adding another color that we're going to have to carry through. So let's just not. So let's just put in the middle a complementary orange in the middle. So I'm going to go through and get rid of that. And let's put the orange in. Let's see, this is a 10. No, that's too big. That was an 8. You know what you could do too is, see this here, this is a ring. Remember, you have your ring tool too. So if you wanted to, you know, you can put your ring in. Let's just do it with the orange. What the heck? I already have it out. So let's take this and make it a 4. No. Let's try a 3. Let's try 2. Alright, so, you know, if you want to, you can just take your ring tool, if it's easier for you, and do it like that, or do each individual dot. I think for the purposes of this, though, I'm going to go ahead and just follow the template with each individual dot, in case there's new people here. So, so let's just go ahead and do each individual dot, and go back to your dot tool. Okay. And let's put the dot in the middle. And then on this inside, let's grab a solid white. And let's bring it down to a 2. I think it's a 2. Yeah, it looks like it's a 2. Now these are a little harder to see because I think that 2 might be too big. I'm going to go look at it in a second. But you see, that's why when people say that this isn't art, it kind of bugs me, because you could truly see that this is an art. This is truly an art. Okay, I'm going to go and get rid of these dots, and I'm going to show you why. So let's go and make that a 1. It is a 2. I wonder why that 2 was so big. Huh. I'm hitting it 3 times to get it kind of, I don't know, it's not, hold on. Sometimes it does that. Maybe it is a 3. Hold on. There's a kind of a middle part, if you notice on Procreate, that you don't have to go all the way up to a 3. You can kind of adjust it, and it'll go up from a 2 to a 3. And there's an in-between. It just doesn't show up on your little adjuster. But that's what I did. I kind of put it in between a 2 and a 3, just so it fitted a little bit better around there. I mean, I can always mess with it. And another easy way too, when you get to a little bit more complicated like this one, you can always do it on your own, just by going like that, you know. And you can eyeball it if you wanted to, you know. You can like, let's say I took these off. Oh, I can't right now. Never mind. I don't want to teach you too much stuff. But you can eyeball it and just try to get it exactly to how you want it by just taking the drawing assist off and coloring it that way. If that made any sense, which I hope it did. I can tell my dots are off a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I just kind of would like them to be a little bit more centered. So in case, like if I didn't like that, you know what I'll do? I'll come in here with my eraser tool and carefully erase that orange out. So let me go back in here and let me show you let me show you a little bit what I'm doing, because I know it seems a little bit. I'm coming in here with my eraser tool, okay, and I am going to bring it small so I don't ruin the white that's there. And I'm getting rid of that orange. I think that orange was a little bit too big. So you see, this is where it's a little bit more artistic. Okay, now I want to grab that orange again. I think it was a little bit too big and I wasn't really happy with it. And I'm just trying to, remember I said, like, this is a little bit more advanced. This is a lot more detailed in this one. So I'm going to go into my black, and I'm sorry if it seems confusing. And I'm really trying, I'm really trying hard not to make it confusing for you. I really am, believe me. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm going in here with my pen in the dark area. Make sure you're in your colored area when you do this. And I want to see, I want to do it in real time so that I know where I'm putting my dot. This is how my picture is going to look, my finished picture. So you see what I mean? I just kind of did it without that drawing assist, because sometimes that drawing assist gets in your way. And I hope that made sense to you. But you see, I have a lot more leeway here. Now I can actually, you know, I can see what my drawing looks like without all the hindrance of my drawing assist guide. Okay? So that looks cool. Now if I want, I could highlight these, but maybe I'll do it towards the end of the project. Okay, so now let's go back in. I really hope I'm not confusing you. If you're good enough now to be at this advanced stage, you should be well into not letting me confuse you. Okay, let's go up and turn the background to white. Go into our layer and make sure that our layer's on, and make sure we're working on our color layer. Okay, now those are blue, so let's do the opposite ones and make these ones purple. Okay, so let's grab our purple and let's take the dark purple, and oh, that was perfect. I just used the same pen dot that I was using for the white, and I'm going to come around here and dot these. Okay, now I'm going to go to the lighter version of the purple here and get that next one, and I'm going to bring this down to looks like a 4, and I'm going to go around like so. Okay, Then I'm going to go and get my next lighter color, which will be that one. And this is going to be a 3, looks like. And I'm going to try to get in the middle here. See, if I need to, I just make it bigger, and then I'm a little bit more accurate. And just try to center it in the middle of the dot. Like I say, the guide I drew is just a kind of like a template. You don't have to be exact. Alright, and then now let's get a lighter color, this lightest one, and make it a 2 and put it in the middle. Now I'm still waiting for my stencil tool. I'm gonna make stencils so that you can do this on canvas with real paint, and you can do it on rocks. You could do it on jewelry boxes or whatever you want. And I'll be making regular stencils out of these too. So stay tuned for those. I think that's gonna be really cool. Now let's keep with our white here. So let's grab our white. The whites are a little tricky because it's kind of hard to see. And with our white, and the same size, which is kind of a 2-ish I think. No. It's in between, oh, maybe it's a 3. Yeah, it's just sort of in there. Somewhere in between a 2 and a 3. Okay, and I'm just it was somewhere in between a 2 and a 3. Just play around until you get it to about the same size. See how mine are fitting right inside there? Okay, so now we've got purple, so let's do okay, we've got orange in the middle of that one. Let's see, we can either do, now I'm not sure if I want to do orange in the middle of the same, or do I want to switch up the orange? And see, this is just my process of how I figure out what colors to use. And you can, I mean, I'm sure you're going to do the same thing, you know, because you want to look at it and you want to see, you know, and this gives you an idea of what you want to do, you know, by looking at it this way. You can kind of see and judge, okay, like what color do you want here? And you can even try them out, and if you don't like it, you can change it. So just try it out here and just give it an idea and say, okay, do I like it orange? Okay, or do I want to try a blue? Maybe you want to try a light blue. See, do you like the blue or whatever? So just try the blue. And do you like the blue? I'm going to go with the blue. Okay, so I just put a blue, how you saw I just did it, I put a blue in the middle. Because I like to, it kind of looks different when I switch them all up. And even if we want, we can make a smaller blue, since we have the blue out, and you can dot those with blue, but I'm not going to. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas for creative thinking, you know, about how you can dot your, you know, if you got it, you don't have to stick with the orange. You could put the blue dot on top of the orange like I did here. There's a lot of ways you can do it, you know, so that's why all of your paintings are going to come out different, because you're going to use different colors, different designs, you know. Okay, so alright, that looks great. So let's stick with that. So let's go back to white on here, and then now let's go back to our assisted, and let's see what we got. Okay, I know we're going to need some orange here, so let's grab orange. I'm going to grab the darkest orange, I think, and I'm going to make it a 5, no, a 7. Yeah, I'm going to make a 7 in here. And I did 3 of them to make sure it goes all the way around. Okay, and now I'm going to make it smaller. Make it a 5. Actually, I want to make it a 6. Yeah, make it a 6. Make them a little bit bigger, because we're going to put a lighter one in the middle. And make this a 4. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take the lightest orange, and I want to go back up here, and let's see what size we want. Let's try a 4. Yeah, so just grab a 4 and just try to center it as best as you can in the middle of your dot there. And then let's go down and center, do the same on these, and then do the same on this little guy. There we go. Okay. Let's give this one a little bit of a, take this, the lightest color, and let's put a little highlight in the middle. I mean, you could barely even notice it, but I mean, whatever. I just gave it a little highlight. I mean, we can go back and do the highlights, like I say, later on. I just wanted to kind of get the basics in here, you know. Okay, now on these dots around here, again, for some reason I'm thinking I want to add white in. I mean, I added a little bit of white, but let's grab orange. Let's try this scheme and see what this likes. Let's grab this orange and let's take our ring tool and let's try to see if we can get the ring tool to go right around here. So I'm making it, let's see, this is a, ooh, that was pretty close. Let's try a 7. Yeah, just put a 7 in there. That looks about right. I mean, it's not exact, but it's close enough. So let's do our ring tool. That just made it a lot easier. Okay, and then let's grab a white and get our dot tool, our dot stamp tool, and I'm going to make it about like this. No, that's too small. It's about a 15, I think. No, that's too big. That's about a 12. Yeah, a 12 is good. So another way to do it, again, I know it seems like it's monotonous and can, you know, a pain in the butt to have to keep going back, but it's part of the art, you know, it's part of the artwork to come back in here and try to do it like this. Come in your painting and put your white in like that. That way you've got your little pearls. Yeah, I like them. They look like little pearls. I love it. Yeah, place them in there. Look at that. See how it really, it really made it look beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, I love the way that looks. That looks so cool. Okay, so we got it. This looks really good. I mean, this is so frameable. I mean, I cannot wait to frame this in my house. This just looks awesome. Ooh, we can make tiles with this. This is great. This is so pretty. I just absolutely love the way this is coming out. And I'm just totally winging this. So it's so fun for me to do. Okay, you can tell I really love doing these, can't you? I'm like obsessed. Okay, let's make this go back to light, and then let's go into our assist, turn it back on. Okay, so now let's stick with the dark purple. Then the second to the, let's do the second one over, and let's grab a number 2, I think. Grab a 2. And now you can use your dot pencil for this. Once you have your, no, that's way too small. Okay, that, I have it at a 5. Okay, so what I mean by your dot pencil is take it and start from where your guideline is and put your line down here, and see, you could just kind of go across and follow it like that. But you see what happens when you draw it like that, how there's this little spot right here? There's a couple ways to fix that. You can use your eraser tool and then come in here with your dot tool, and then, you know, you have your 5 and you could just stamp it right in the middle to fix up the gap, because the gap didn't end correctly. So even if you have to erase the two dots, it doesn't matter. You could just kind of go and by eye put them in. Okay, so that way, you know, the dots look evenly spread out. But if you want it to be more exact, just get rid of them. Just get rid of the dots. Oops, put that one back, sorry. Okay, and just take your 2 and just go back and just put them in by hand. It's a lot more accurate that way. I'm just giving you options so that you know the different tools and the different things you can do with them. Oops. Okay, I'm a little off there, but whatever. Okay, and I think I'll do another purple again. These look a little smaller, but I'm trying to... See, I'm kind of winging it here. And I know, but I know how good it's going to look in the finished product, even though I'm messing up a little bit here. Which I shouldn't, because what if I want to put a little bead in between them? But that's okay. Even I get lazy, huh? Alright, now we've got orange. So we have orange and a purple line. I think maybe we should tie it off by putting an orange line, making this one up here in orange color. So, and it looks like it's the same color dot, so let's just grab the light orange and we can go ahead and just dot these. Since we had the same dot out, or the pen out, that's why I figured we might as well do these. See what happens if you go across? It starts kind of messing. It still worked though. See how it still worked. And then if you just want to just fix this, just this one, just go ahead and place a dot right there. Okay, so that just kind of made it easy. That was kind of like a little fudgy way of doing it. Okay, now in here, let's see, we're gonna put, let's try blue circles. Let's grab a blue, this pretty blue here, and let's grab our little ring circle, and let's put it, let's see, mine is about, let's see, that looks like a 7. Yeah, that's about a 7. So let's go ahead and put these in. And try to get it so that it's in between, you know, the orange and the purple. And that one's too high. And that one's too low. You just gotta, it's a trial and error situation. But you can't do that with paint though, right? So it's kind of cool, huh? Okay. Sorry, I'm looking up to check my battery situation. Alright, so now we've got blue. We can do, let's do a purple ring. Okay, so let's take a purple ring and make it maybe a 4. I'm just guessing, no. A 3. Yeah, take a 3 and let's put purple in the middle. Okay, and there's 4 of them. If you do 4, it'll give you the ones you need across. Okay, and then in the middle, let's do an orange dot. Okay, go back to your dot tool. And that's about a 6. A 7, a 7, a 7, a size 7. Not really exact, but that's okay. Alright, now coming up and down here. Okay, let's do these in a blue. Let's grab a dark blue, and that was the same size that we already had out. I just popped those in there. Okay, and might as well, it's the same size. Pop those in there. You can tell I'm just giving this so much thought, aren't I? Okay, and then let's go to the medium blue and go to a 4. Oh, no, 5. No, that's a 6. Yeah, a 6. Okay, so make sure you're doing 4, you know, 4 so that you get them all the way around. And then let's go to the lightest, second to the lightest one. Or no, the lightest one other than white. And then make that a 3, maybe? Yeah, a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's a 3. Okay, now these guys, we should do something cool with these. Let's graduate it down in the purple. Since purple is my favorite color, I'm going to choose purple. So let's start by making this ring the darkest color. Let's make it, let's see, a 9? No. A 6? It looks like that's about a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then let's go to a 2. I'm guessing. Nope, that's a 3. And let's come down here. And let's come down here. Alright, and then we're going to have to just do these all the same. I mean, we could do them, instead of being all the same, we could do each one a different color, light purple and dark purple, but I mean, I'm just going to do them all the same for the sake of the video, but you could change it up to however you like. I'm just, just to make it easier and not quite so complicated, I'm going to just keep them all the same color. Okay. Okay, now let's go and grab a lighter purple. I mean, yeah, a lighter purple, and I think this is was a 6, and a 6, and a 6. Whoops, really went off on that one. A 6 and one more. Okay, and then let's go down to, there you go. I'm only going down 4 times. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's make these a little smaller and come down. Now I'm kind of fudging this up here a little bit because see these dots here, because I wasn't even here, it's not even there. So I'm just going to start here and then come over here and then put the 2 in the middle. You see what I mean? You see how I kind of, you can do them different ways, but when you're doing your dots with paint, you know it's the same kind of way to get your spacing even. You know, you can kind of do them like that. I think they're almost too small, huh? I just want them to come down nicely to fit. So just try to get yours just to fit nicely as they come down, you know, just like I'm doing. Just make sure you go all the way around. Okay, so those ones are done. Okay, now let's do the next middle color. Let's get the lighter one. And looks like this one just needs to be a smidge bigger. And then a smidge smaller. And then just come down. I know I didn't go all the way across with that color, so I'll make the bigger one there later, just because the pen's already out. So I might as well just go around just to get them all done. I can always put the big one dot in at the end that I missed. Oops. Okay. I really went off here. There's 7 of them. Okay, did I get all the sides? Yeah, so now let me get the one, it's a little bit bigger in the middle here that I messed up on. Okay, so I got those. Alright, And now let's go even lighter now. Let's grab the lightest purple. And there, I just used the same one I just used for that one there. And then go lighter. Looks like about a 3, I guess. And I'm coming down. And then just do that, all of them. I keep forgetting the bigger dots on to go around on. That's alright. I hope my hand isn't in the way. If it is, I was sorry. I'm so sorry. It's probably because I've been drawing so long and I haven't taken a break to get anything to drink. I need to drink something. Alright, let's make sure we got all of them in. Okay, and we do almost. Let me get the big little dots here, make that a little bit bigger, and make sure it fits. That's pretty good. Make sure you get your top dot. And make sure you go all the way around, not like me. I messed up. See, I got off a little bit there. But see, this dot's a little bit off, so I'm going to go off a little bit here to make sure it's centered in between these two dots. Okay, and I messed up over here too, so I'm going to grab this darker purple here and put a purple there because it looks like I forgot one. Okay, I'm just checking. Now, let's grab our dark purple. Oops, I erased a dot here somewhere. Alright, I'm going to grab this dark purple and I'm going to fix, let's do this line here in a dark purple. So let's grab it, make it bigger here. That's too big. And make sure we go all the way around, unlike what I forgot last time because I'm so silly. Okay, and then let's grab and make it a little smaller and go all the way across. Okay, make sure you got 2. Okay, now let's go to the next size, smaller. Maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. And we're on 3. So we're on the 3 across. 3 across. Okay, we did all those. And let's do the little smaller. And get these 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you only have to do 4. Yeah, 4 will go all the way. And then now make the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should do it. Okay. And in the middle we will put our orange. Grab our orange and get a dot. And put our orange in. 4 dots of orange. Now let's look at our beauty. Oh, I forgot no I didn't. It looks like I forgot the light blue, but I didn't. Okay, now for the unveiling. Take the background, make it black, take our layer and take it off, and let's look at it. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Wow, that looks so great. That is going to be just so beautiful on the wall. Now these lines that are going across here will not show up when you print it out. Okay. Now you can go now you can come back in here and put in any details, like if you decide up on the tops of here where maybe you want to make a little bit lighter of a purple highlight, just come in here and you could put your, maybe if you wanted add purple little highlights on the tops. Now I made the purple a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I think it looks kind of nice with the purple on the top, so it doesn't kind of fade into the bottom, So go ahead and just play with them as you want. If you wanted to add more detail in these, you can, of course, by going just like so. It adds a lot of detail. And now another thing that you could do too is in between these dots here, you know, you can always add a little filler dot if you want, just that you know, that option's always there for you if you wanted to. You know, it's messy. I'm just showing you that you can do that. Depends on how detailed, you know, you want your piece to be. If you don't want it quite so busy, you know. Now, if you wanted to put these a little bit of a line of a keep these together, you can put little connectors. I just want to show you what it looks like if you put a connector. See the little connector dots? See the difference though? See how it really tightens it up when you put a connector dot in the middle. So maybe I'll just leave a connector dot in the middle. Well, let's see. I've already went this far. I'm just going to make them all connector dots. Why not? It's fun. I love dotting, so this is part of the fun, putting in the detail, you know. Because then your piece is just really like crazy, you know. Now in here, I'm going to add some of this medium purple, and I'm going to put some, maybe make that dot a little bit bigger. Okay, but see, it really makes a big difference in the touches, you know, when you add a little bit of the dots. Now, if you really want to go crazy, you know, you can do a dot inside of here too, if you want. Or you don't even have to do that color either. Let me see. You see, now you can just go by looking at it and say, well, do you think it's too much to have a dot, or do you want to add a lighter color purple? We can add that lighter color purple in here and make the dot a little smaller so it fits in, and you can put little dots inside these spaces, and you can kind of see if you like it by going like this and looking at it and saying, okay, like, do you think that that's too much, or do you not notice it? I think it's good, so I'm going to go ahead and put the dots in. See, I went a little off there. It's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're so small, you're not really gonna... It's just a little bit of a detail that you're adding into your picture. I'm just trying to show you some options, you know. You can do them white, too, if you want to, you know, to make them really stand out. And in here, let's put another dot. Since we've already started with the dots, it'll kind of look weird if I don't continue the dots all the way through the picture. You know what I mean? So I'm going to kind of keep it so I keep the same theme. And they're so small that no one's going to look at your picture this close up, you know. Only you know if you're a little off. You won't. I mean, even if you make a big poster, no one's going to stand that close to it. I have a huge poster on my wall. It looks so great. And these print out really good as posters. You could send them down to Walgreens or, you know, somewhere like that. And let's grab a lighter blue. And if you go down to, yeah, like a Walgreens or wherever, and you send this to them, they will print it out for you. And you'll have nice print. Or you don't even have to go to Walgreens. You can go to like a Vista Print or Shutterfly or is it Shutterfly? Yeah, I think it's Shutterfly. Now I'm just adding the blues on here. And then, you know, like a lot of people don't like it as busy as this. And if you don't like it as busy as this, then you don't have to put in all the light colors like I'm doing here. I'm just having so much fun dotting. This is so much fun for me that it's kind of like obsessed that I kind of don't want to stop. I'm like dotting crazy, going dotting madness. Okay, look at that. That is really, really beautiful. That is gorgeous. I absolutely love this piece. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I will come up with another pattern next time for you. Like I said, I just winged this out with the colors. So try different color combinations of your own. I mean, once you have this pattern, you could do it a million different ways. And don't forget, you can always use your little tool here to switch around your saturations. Like if you wanted it all green, ooh, look at that. Oh, look at those colors. Look at if you do it red. Oh, look at the purple and the greens. Look at that. And that's the bluish with the pinks and the greens. And see that? This is a great way to try out different colors too. And I was just messing around with saturation. Isn't that fun? I just love doing that. I think that is just so much fun. Alrighty, well here is our wonderful piece. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. And please leave your comments and any other thing you'd like to say. And I don't know if you liked it better with the pen or not, as opposed to the other way where you didn't see the pen. How I did it. But it's kind of hard because I'm sitting in my bed because my back is out. So I'm filming it in kind of a weird way. But I hope that this worked out better for you when you see it with the pen of actually how I'm doing it. If you like it better this way, let me know. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. And please like and subscribe to my video. Okay, bye.